Which is definitely something I'm going to go for. Well, that I like the idea of. So we'll put 2 trees right here. Do they need to be next to each other like that? I think so. It will not really be too noticeable once they're quite large. Another tree right here I don't think is the right thing to do. We need to put something here, however. What could it be? We could put a simple stone bench right here. A stone bench followed by some more items. Another stone bench right here would work out, followed by probably another one chilling out right there. And maybe not right there. Right here is a good spot. There we are. Just a few benches. Just to take up a bit more space. Meanwhile, this area, like I just said, could have a few more crates. This one could have a crate right on the top right there. Don't want to overdo it with the crates. I do have quite a few of them. Did I say that this was the only people that were selling fish? And I put a fish thing right over here? That's a good point. I did believe I made some sort of lore up for them selling fish. I don't know. I kind of like the fish over there, though. It means they had their own little bit of... They're not selling it. They're just... You know, that's their dinner. So, miscellaneous resource crate. We'll put one on top right there, followed by a few more just scattered around. Some wood would be a great thing to put in as well. It's a very large wood pile. One right there, one right here. Treasure. I don't need any of them right now. Metal. Do we want a minecart chilling out right here? I still really wish I could have used the minecart wheels, but it never worked out. We're going to make sure this is a very large wood pile, but this one's quite small because it's the one that everyone's taken wood from. Since it's closer, you would take it from that pile. Metals and any other stuff. Food is something we could put around here. Not wood, food. That's an F, right? What am I looking for? Food and seeds, there we go. So the food barrel's what I'm looking for right here. We can put one right there, one right there, one right here. Food crates I don't really want... I don't want around here, actually. I do not wish to have any food crates around here. Just some splattered over there. Weapons? Do we have someone that's selling weapons? Some sort of blacksmith's wagon? That'd be quite interesting. Wheat, maybe. We could have some of that around here, like, just plopped right there. It's very small looking. Like, much smaller than this. This is sort of the bigger version, really. So it'll just be chilling out. I think another food area right here might work out. Not another food area, I mean another market stall. Take up more space. Since there aren't as many stalls as there probably could be. So we should do that. A stall right here as well. So let's get some more stalls just put in. Similar to this design. It's pretty much the only design we're going for at the moment. Let's move used to you two. Not used to. Used to's, kids. Full timber, please. And we're going to put it right here. This is the interesting situation we're actually in now. Okay, wait. Let's remove this. Let's go along by one instead. Covering up the path a little bit. I don't mind that so much. Okay, I kind of do. Let's do these bits instead first. There we go. That makes it a little bit better. So we've got the full timber. We've got a little market stall right there. We've got another one pointing in this direction right here as well. This place can just be covered with more random junk. And another stall right here. This one, do we want to make this one slightly larger than the others? I think I do, yeah. A bit different. I don't want to follow the exact same design and everything. So we'll cover this one up on all sides other than probably this little middle bit right here. The same thing on this one. We will cover up everything other than make a little hole. Just so they can get in, or it looks like they can get in. Unfortunately, I've seemed to have ruined the fences around here just a little bit. Bit of a shame. We might need to go around that. Or it just looks like a little bit of randomness. This one can open up on that side, which I don't like so much. More mossy, I think. Other than possibly this one, because it's slightly larger. I imagine they can afford a slightly better... No, actually, that's not really what we're going for. I think we should just keep this bit mossy and grimy. This one with all the market stalls on the main square right here is where all the white ones are going to be. These guys just have a few white ones because maybe they prefer to just be on this spot right here. Or they started off here and just didn't move from it because they never needed to. Or there's been no slots available here. So they thought they could still upgrade it. Just your geographical position in comparison to the others. Or your location anyway, not geographical position. Just isn't as high value, I suppose. Okay. Mossy plaster, please. And we're going to go back by 3 on this point. Right here. And then 2. And then cover this back point up. Which is what we've been pretty much doing. Or they could be selling stuff on the other side as well. Which would be quite interesting. Can we even do that? We could if we get rid of this back bit. I like the idea of that. They're selling stuff on either side. Depends how weird it looks, I suppose. Oh, bit of lag right there. It's a bit out of nowhere. This point we'll leave blank on the other side. And there's another one right here. There we go. We can cover this bit on the back. Okay, so did you say they were selling stuff on the other side as well? It means we want to basically cover this bit with dirt. The way it goes in seems quite strange, but I don't really mind it so much. More food, more metals. I think this one over here can have a bit of metal on it. Or this one, we can put some ingots on it just to make things a little bit nice and all over the place. Although I already said this area right here will be selling slightly higher value stuff, including the sort of little blacksmith's guy, which is probably going to have a little market still somewhere. Where, I don't know. Maybe not. They've already got their little selling area right here. What happened to the frame rate? Why is it so bad? Did some enemies spawn? There's got to be something over here somewhere. Maybe some skeletons? Doesn't seem like it. Nothing's really changed. Let's get rid of some corpses. Might be the problem. Right, we'll get rid of those. Got some spiders as well we can remove. Quite a few spiders just sort of scattered around the place. We still got a lovely little boar, though, that's chilling out. He's still alive. We're not going to domesticate him. Still need to give him a name. Ugh, wow, okay, yeah. The game usually gets to a point where it just, for some reason, lags. I think we're just going to brute force it, as it were. Right next to us, we can have a food crate, or food barrel. On the other side, we can do the same thing. 2 bits of food right there, followed by probably a food barrel. And a few random resource crates. There we are. We want some dirt down here just because it looks like people every now and again being like, oh, you know what? I've just got out of the market, but I forgot something. Oh, look, convenient place to buy food. So there you go. Instead of walking a few, just walking for an extra 30 seconds to go back to the place that you probably prefer, because you're all a bunch of lazy bastards. You can't walk on the grass, because that's just horrible. That's poor conduct right there. We'll get rid of this pile of hay. We should do it right now, because we don't really need it anymore. There we go. So we put some dirt right there. We've got some nice little sort of piles of random storage right there, which is really cool to see. A tree could definitely go right here. Unless we have some sort of decorative item that I can place down instead. Like a ballista. You can put a ballista down, why not? It might look nice. Statue, shrubbery. I think a tree just deserves to go there. Deserves it, damn it. And another tree right here. So we're going to put some ingot stacks right here. And no, I already said we're not going to do ingot stacks. I'm just sick of putting food on every stall. It just seems weird. Tell you what, we've got resource crates on those. Let's put... This can be where they sell the resource crates. There we go. We got so many of them around here. People are always going to need resource crates. Why not? Treasure as well. Put like a treasure pile right there. Get rid of that resource crate. Followed by some of the crates on top of one another. And some wood. On this side. Just to clear some space. Some sort of boring old space. We do the same thing right here as well. can't put wood along there, unfortunately. If only we could. Tools. Armor. We could definitely put a little bit of armor right there. Or just some sort of chest to take up space. I can't do it. I can't do it, damn it. We'll put some more crates around here. Am I overdoing it with the crates? I don't think so. We'll get some more food. The only problem with using the food is that we are going a little bit too far into our copper supply. So how's that look right now? That is very cool. I think we've pretty much used up as much space as we're going to need to. We still need to get some street lamps, so we'll get that done just to fill up more space. So if we go to our lighting, there we are. We've got some random lamps here and there. There we go. Some of them can sort of stick out. How expensive are they? They're not that bad. They're pretty good. Put another one right here. And we'll have two of them sort of arching over themselves on the sort of entrance points. And that's definitely going to take up a lot of space. That's looking good. Now, I still don't really know what to do on this little chunk right here. It's just sort of a dead zone. I kind of just feel like making it a point of random foliage. Like, there's just a few trees there and that's it. Just a nice bit to chill out, sit down, take a break, smell the delicious, disgusting fumes of the market. Someone's already sleeping on the job. That's good to see. JK. Literally, their name's JK. Look at that. Just do a little walk around the market area once we're done. I'm looking forward to the big walk around. I keep mentioning it when we've sort of done for most... when we've done most of this. We really have done quite a lot. I'm just looking at it right now. This is all we have left. We've done the majority of the work, weirdly enough. Look at that castle. Castle's not really done yet. I still need to make some sort of nice little maze area. Should we get rid of all this? Is it time? Is it really the episode where we get rid of all this? I don't think it is. We need to have a very specific episode that's just dedicated to making the lush castle front garden area. So we're probably going to get that done at some point. Probably soon, I feel. But not in today's session. Too important for that. You know, we're working on the muggy, disgusting marketplace. We can't leave a beautiful, elegant area in the same episode. That's just not right. The same with the interior decoration of the castle as well. We'll probably get that done in the same episode. We did just leave the interior of the castle. Like, the exterior is basically done other than a few windows here and there just to get rid of some of the monotony of the sort of flatness of the walls, as you can see. Like, this bit could definitely do with a window or two. It is a good-looking castle, though. Put a lot of preparation into it. Definitely came out much better than the version that we made in Minecraft. It's a shame I couldn't make it a bit taller, though. I do think it could be taller, but the game doesn't really let us go any higher than this. Just these towers could probably be a little bit taller, I think. Well, this entire structure in the center could be at least an extra 5 blocks high. Same with these towers as well. But really, the grand scheme of things is that they're going to be walking around at about this level. When you compare it to to a person, that's actually quite tall. Especially the little sort of chill out spot that we have, if we can actually get in there. There we go. Lots of space in the grand hall. That also does have a nice little view area, although we should get rid of those. But it's got some nice walkways to it. You can look down. You can have many people viewing the, I don't know, hall meeting, as it were. The grand feast. There's a spider in here. How the hell does spider get in there? Hold on a second. How many spiders do we have hanging out in the bloody... Wait, no. I don't want to destroy the gate. That's not the... Definitely not what I want to do. There we go. Get rid of the spider corpse. How many more spiders do we have chilling out? It doesn't look like there's any more. Alright, anyway. We still got work to do on the market area. Let's take a drink. Ah, fantastic. Right. So we've got this little bit done, I feel. Other than the hay bale right there. And also let's make sure these lamps aren't working. They are not. And we can light it up, but it looks really weird. Look at that. It's so bright. I mean, I know it's daytime, but even at night time. It's just ridiculously bright. Okay, so the market stalls, they haven't built that yet. Okay. Need a stonemason. Let's go to utilities, scaffolding. Let's make this 1 block higher. Just so that we can actually get some stonemasons over here to build the statue. Okay. So what can we do when it comes to the layout of the market area for this little area right here? What's different about it? I still think we can go for the same market stall design. Maybe giving a more permanent vibe to it, like instead of using the wood. Because it looks like this market area is for maybe people that are coming in from other lands with their wagons, as you can see right here, and their camping setups, and getting there all done and then selling stuff for like maybe a week or two and then leaving, going somewhere else. Which I might add sounds pretty great, actually. And although going out and getting killed by bandits probably isn't that great. But life-wise, you know, I would say it's quite interesting. It's different every time. Anyway, although at the same time, quite maybe a little bit unfortunate. I mean, all you're doing is chilling out in a camp. But, you know, oh well. At least it's interesting. Rather than just staying as a blacksmith in a little town for a while. Actually, that still sounds pretty good. I say pretty good. To the level where I don't understand the sort of best parts of the modern world. You know, being that I can be very hygienic. Health-wise, I'm very safe and secure for the most part. All the positives here and there. You know, just remove that, because I'm not aware of those things existing in this universe right here. I wouldn't say it's, you know, it's all the end of the world. Although I am aware that I could be living in this lush castle with no interior decorating, feasting every day for the rest of my life. Which would also be quite short, even if I were to be the king. But there you go. Or queen, even. I guess the queen, yes. Islay being the leader of the land. But there we are. Fantastic. Right. Let's see. So, we've got this little area right here. It's just the layout right now. I don't want to cover too much, because it would be a little bit out of place. I do feel like the stalls, we could have a few of them that are very, you know, kind of special-ish. If we go back to our timbered brick, is timbered brick really the right thing to use here? I think full timber is still the right thing to use. But I think maybe instead of using the full timber trimless right here, we can go for something a little bit more elegant, as it were. We've got fieldstone, so we could probably change the flooring in those areas to fieldstone instead, just to differentiate them. The timbered plaster, not really what I'm looking for. Umber brick, nope. Pale brick, plaster brick. Let's look at the flooring tiles. Some of them I imagine might look quite nice. The flat stone might look pretty good. Paved stone, timbered floor. Timber floor looks pretty nice. Timbered tiles. I think the timbered planks look pretty good. They're much more orderly and clean as well. So we might go for that. Much richer looking as well in colour. So I think that's definitely what we're going to go for. So let's pause the game right now. Let's just get all of the layouts done for where we want all these market stalls. So we want to have one right here. 3 blocks high, I think. 3 blocks high. We don't want to completely cover the blacksmiths, however. So this, I think, is where all the metals and that lot go. I think the blacksmith, I've made the decision right now. The blacksmith does need to have his own little area where he sells his own metals and that lot in a stall. And they will own that. So, I think the center, there needs to be one first. So I think if we get rid of these two, well, not these two, let's just say if we, so this is the center right here. So if we go in by one, there we are. Then we've got a little stall in the middle just to make it look like there's a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? I use this word a lot. Stability, there we are. This should go 4 blocks up. And then around it, we're going to have 1 block of normal timbered plaster. And then it will go up by 1 block right there. And it should look quite nice. And it'll be selling on all sides as well. Just full of lots of tools and metals. Should look pretty good. So there's one stall. Another one right here, I think, would be quite nice. Of similar design as well. So if we just have a middle bit up by 4. Not covering up that road too much and leaving enough walk room space to get to the inn. There we are. And not covering up the main walkway as well. I think I already mentioned that, but I wanted to double mention it because it's very important to note that down. Okay, and then possibly another one of similar design right around here. Just filling up the empty space. Right, now we can have a normal stool right here. 2 blocks. 2 blocks followed by 3. Right there we are. Pretty cool to see. And maybe, I don't know, this middle bit can stay as flat as possible. Unfortunately, we don't have any colored blocks, so we can't make the nice little stripy effects or have some nice little poles going around the entire market square with just, what's the, there's usually like weird lines connecting poles together that also have some weird balloons and that lot on it. Although I guess that's not really part of sort of a medieval theme, I suppose. So maybe not the case. It would be balloons. It would be something else. But there we go. I just thought balloons at the top of my head. We will continue making the same design market stall that we've been using. Obviously, we're sort of a more cleaner look. This one could be slightly... Actually, no, it can't be slightly larger because we don't want to cover up that road right here too much. In fact, we are covering up just a smidge bit. So instead, we could probably have a market stall hanging out right here. Going into the grass a little bit. Do we want it to go into the grass? I think if we make it a little bit more of a normal thing by doing the same thing on this side. And I think it might look a little less strange. Just trying to take up space, really. Yeah, I think that's okay. And we can have another little market stall right here. So we want to differentiate just a little bit. I think right here we can have a slightly larger version of what we've been going for. Probably similar to what we've got right here, although there won't be a little bit at the back. So just a larger version, much larger. Like this. Don't want to get rid of any space in the middle, just lots of walk room, that kind of thing. I think that's all fine. Now what we need to do is mine where there would be a walk room. Especially the doorways as well. And we're going to cover that with, I think, field stone, because it would look nice. So they'll be selling in this direction. Where the taller pylons are is where they'll be selling. The walkway can be there. We might add more space. But I think we're going to fill up a lot of these corners with just random bits of storage here and there. Because they're still going to have lots of storage chilling out. I think the walkway should be this little corner right here. There's kind of a bit more awkward here, actually. I want to be selling on the corners as well. So if we put one, not there, on this side, and then we could put metal ingots or something along there. Same thing over here. I'm just putting fieldstone, excuse me, just putting fieldstone around here because it's going to add more detail rather than just sort of it looking quite too clean, I think. You know, I could definitely be a bit too clean on this market area, so I don't want to do that. We might want to get a few more miners as well, because it's take a long time to get that done. So we turn Jared and Seaboy into a miner, just to clean things up a little bit more. We are going to need a lot of scaffolding. Ah, there we go. So we got a nice little statue right here. We can basically get rid of, or pretty much get rid of the scaffolding along here now. And there we are. There's our nice little statue. A little out of place, yeah, definitely. Just because of the tone or the different grey. I wouldn't say a different grey. Just the difference in colour. Maybe a little bit out of place. But I think that's okay. So we just scroll down right here, see if there are any enemies nearby. We might want to start chopping down that forest, because I think these trees over here are going to start growing soon. In fact, they already are. So we got 3 wolves over there, who have been chilling out around there for quite some time. I think it's okay. We can chop down this forest. We will just send a soldier down to get rid of those wolves. There we get rid of all these. Maybe I'm going a bit too far out, but we do need as much wood as we possibly can get. In fact, we have quite a lot already, so we should still be making lots and lots and lots of normal timber. So we're going to make 3,000 timber. Is that overkill? Maybe, but we are going to get a lot more wood. We're going to send Farkas over by himself again, because we don't really need them to group up anymore when it's against wolves anyway. In fact, we never really have. But lately, I've realized that fact. Okay, here we go. So now, what we can do is... They're going to have a bit of trouble getting up to the top there. So we probably want to start on the back layers first. And we are going to be using the... Actually, do we? Or are we going to wait for them to finish mining all this up? You know what? We can still get this done. So we want to use the timbered plaster, trimless. Because it's much cleaner looking. And I think it's definitely going to help differentiate the market areas. Okay, so let's see. The timbered plaster. There we go. Taking a little while to find it. Want little areas in the back as well. And then this area can go up like this. We won't do the back right there. I'm going to be doing the walls around this afterwards, because I still need to make scaffolding to get up to the other layers, since these are a little bit higher up than the other stalls over here. Actually, no, they're not. They're fine. I wonder how they get up there. I suppose because of the walls around there, that's probably how they get up. Now, these bits are going to be quite interesting. The game's paused right now because I guess we're dealing with the wolves. Wolves. We'll have... Only a few of them we're going to have some plaster in the back. Like these two right here, because it's not really facing anything else. This one, though. Okay, we've actually had it on all of them. These two we don't need it on. That's fine. So this is the sort of newer design we're going to go for right here. So basically, we're going to go around like this, and then we're just going to go up by one more. And that's pretty much it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Well, no, there is a rhyme or reason to it. It's just not as interesting. It's not going to differentiate. We're not going to go up by about 3 blocks. Just the sort of normal amount. We need to get some scaffolding up here as well. Just this little block, this one, and this one. Although we'll put that one right there so they can actually get up to that piece of scaffolding. So we'll see how far they get in that. Meanwhile, Farkas, already quite close actually. So you're going to be able to deal with all these walls without any problems. I'm going to take a drink while I'm watching this. Hopefully you don't run away. Okay, you've done that. You've done the exact thing that I was hoping you wouldn't do. I thought you had the balls, Farkas. Okay, you're actually taking more damage than you really should be. Right, cross the water. Alright, there we go. You should be fine now. Apparently, Farkas is a massive coward. That's okay. I thought they would deal... Okay, pause. Where are you going, Farkas? Not that way. I don't want you to die. Alright, so you've taken a lot of damage. Having a few lag spikes here and there, which make my life a little bit difficult. It's fine, though. I think we're getting your mentor over here. Oh, no, it's Stuart. Someone you don't usually combat alongside with. I don't think Stuart's that high level as well. Oh, no, he's level 20. Okay, he's been with us for quite a while, apparently. So Stuart's going to help you. He's going to give you that little bit of extra morale that you desperately need. You're going to just go in this direction so he can catch up. Alright, so you should be okay at this point. Stuart just sort of sits next to you. There we go. I guess you didn't need to do it. There you go. You killed 3 wolves. Well, Stuart did. You did nothing, Farkas. You've ruined your reputation. People are laughing at you now. Okay, so we need a lot of scaffolding so people can get up and down from here. Yeah, if they can get up to that point, then they should be okay. I didn't want them to do that, but okay. This side as well. It's only 1 piece of scaffolding per stall, though, so they might have a few problems getting up and down. Since they might get stuck on it, but okay. Right, so that last bit of pylon is done. Once again, just there for stability. And then we go back to our walls. Mossy timber. No, not mossy. Timber plaster. Just double check right there, see if it was mossy or not. Do not wish it to be mossy. And it's just like this. Nice, simple design. Don't want it to peek up at the top because I think it would look really weird.